As we stated at the beginning of this lab, this template has a lot of problems in it, and we have to fix those problems before it'll work for us. If you don't feel like hand modifying the file with us, you can just skip the rest of this lesson and continue on. But we highly suggest that you do this with us. Modifying other broken CloudFormation templates is something that you're going to have to do in the future, and the guidance that we're going to give you will help you when you encounter those issues later. Using the editor of your choice, and forgive me, I'm a dinosaur, so I'm using Emacs, open the 1802 template modifications and the template that you just downloaded in the previous exercise. The template modifications has some step-by-step hand modifications that we need to make to this template. First up, the downloaded template uses the function getAZs to pull in all the AZs that exist in that region. In our particular case, we're only going to be balancing across 2 availability zones, so we're going to hard code those in our template. What we're going to do is replace all occurrences of this function getAZs with the hard-coded values US East 1A and US East 1B. Please search and replace every occurrence of this with that in your Drupal multi-AZ template. I'm going to do that now in Emacs. I'm actually going to copy and replace. Make sure you get the full brackets around both the search and the replace. So your final result should look something like this. Next up, under the web server group, we also need to change the minimum size of this group to 2 and the maximum size to 6. This will ensure we always have at least 2 instances balancing across those 2 AZs and upwards of 6, an even number or a factor of the number of AZs we have. Let's make that change right here and right there and save our file. Last up, the 1802 template modifications file tells us that this Drupal stack actually has a serious bug in it. Every instance but the first that we spin up will always fail on Drupal. This is actually a good thing for us because we can use this to quickly tell between our A and our B Drupal installs. That part is fine, but the real problem is the health check. Because that second machine fails, it actually does a 302 redirect. And as it stands, unless the load balancer gets a status 200 back from this HTTP check, it will never allow that second instance to be rotated in. So we're going to change the health check from HTTP to TCP. Back in Drupal multi-AZ, please search for health check. And once you've found that section, change the target from HTTP to TCP and remove the trailing colon. So we have that, and save the file. Let's also save this file into something that will distinguish it from the file that we downloaded. I'm going to move mine from Drupal multi-az.template to Drupal multi-az.template-hand-modifications.template. That will distinguish it from any files that you'll download from Amazon or from Infinite Skills. And I'm going to check that that file was renamed as I expected. And there it is. Now that we've modified the template, we're ready to build the stack with CloudFormation. From this point forward, we suggest that you mark off about 60 to 90 minutes time to finish the rest of the exercise. In the next exercise, we're actually going to create the stack, and this takes a great deal of time. You don't want to have to be creating this and deleting it over and over.